All right, subscribers. Literally, I mean, this video is going to encompass a bunch of shows, pretty much every show that I'm actively reviewing at the moment. And, I just wanted to talk about something I briefly touched upon in the live stream last night, and that's the fact that next month is most likely going to be a very quote unquote dry month on the channel where, there won't be a lot of scheduled content. The reason being is because when I was at home over the weekend, I kind of just sat down and, I was listing out videos to do by the time I got back yesterday and, what the plan is, because as moving is going to happen in June. So I was just kind of planning things out. Okay, like what can I do to save money and, my work schedule and all. And basically, I came to the conclusion that by the time we hit the beginning of May, like The Oval, Ruthless, Delilah, all those shows will either be gone or taking a break. But, this is just me theorizing based off of the television show patterns we typically get in these programs. Not to mention some very interesting details I didn't even think about, because Delilah obviously isn't a Tyler Perry show, plus is on the OWN network, whereas everything else I review, aside from the haves and have-nots, for the 8 episodes we got left, is on the Viacom network. So before I get into it, just to let you know, this video is all about numbers and all. So if it's not a theory, well, technically it is a theory because they might flip the script on me without me realizing it. But, before we really move forward, go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel. Also, follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. And yeah, the subscribe. I haven't checked yet overall for my March stats in regards to the percentage of watch time, but I don't think it was 40%. So basically, as always, if you could take a moment just to ensure that you're still subscribed to the channel and YouTube hasn't kicked you out, make sure you do so. Or if you are a frequent viewer of the channel, hit subscribe because, it's going to help. But basically, let's start with The Oval. So season 2 is 22 episodes, just like Sisters was. And Sisters took their mid-season finale around episode 11 or 12, if I'm not mistaken, because obviously that's the halfway point. So based on the math, The Oval should theoretically be taking their mid-season break around either April 27th or the following Tuesday, which will be May the 4th. So that would be around episode, let me check here, 6, all right, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, well, the 27th is 11, but, I don't know, maybe they'll do 12 because, they might do like we're doing a 2-hour mid-season finale, or we're doing a 2-hour premiere of The Oval season 2 part 2, like basically when the show comes back. So let's just assume we get 1 episode per week. I do believe that April 27th would be episode 11, aka the halfway point of the season. So basically the last Tuesday in April could be the finale before the break. And then of course later on this year, probably during the summer, we'll be getting the back half of the season, because I'm willing to bet that we'll be getting part 2 of season 2 before we get I'm sorry, because we do have the return date of Sisters, which is June 9th, because that was the next show I was going to talk about. June 9th, meaning that it's not coming on in May. So that's why I say May is a dry month. The next show, I honestly, I didn't know this until I was just looking on YouTube over the weekend, but Delilah apparently is only 8 episodes this season. They said that on the OWN YouTube channel, there was a video breaking down the first 4 episodes saying, hey, this is the mid-season recap. And I'm like, wait, what? Because I don't know why they decided to take a break last week. Not that I, really mind, because I could have used a break because I was reviewing 4 shows at once. But episode 4 didn't air, but on YouTube, they've been posting all these clips from the episode. I'm like, well, I didn't watch any of the clips now because I'm like, I haven't even watched the episode yet because it hasn't aired. So I'm not going to watch those clips. So, I mean, I don't know if Delilah is going on a mid-season break. You know, like, hey, here are 4 episodes, then we're going to break. Or they're just going to air all 8 episodes. Like, I have no idea, because this week is going to be episode 4, and then episode 8, the finale, should be airing on May 4th as well. So May 4th would be the finale. So that's the end of that. And then Ruthless, that show is going to be 19 episodes this season, just like Bruh season 2 is going to be 19 episodes. And of course, 19 divided by 2. Well, if we're using even numbers here, but obviously we're not. Basically, episode 10, 9 or 10 could be the actual finale. But remember, Tyler Perry typically gives us 3 episodes whenever the show comes back. Hey, here's Ruthless season 2, part 1. Here's 3 episodes the first week. So then obviously when the show comes back for the back half of the season, he'll give us 3 episodes, I guess, because if he does, then it'll be following a trend. So episode 10 will be uploaded to BET Plus on April 29th. And if that's the case, then that's obviously the mid-season finale, which in theory makes sense if they do it that way, due to the fact that the mid-season finale will line up between Ruthless and The Oval, which I do believe is a very strategic move. Again, if they do it that way, it makes sense, but wouldn't it be interesting if, like, let's say in the mid-season finale, that's when Tally finally escapes, or if in that mid-season finale we see her at Nancy's place and then she kills herself? That would be interesting. So then we go to the Haves and the Have-Nots, which isn't coming till May 25th. And May 25th is the last Tuesday in May. So just to put it in perspective, if I'm right about these numbers, then aside from the first week of May, the week of May the 2nd, where we'll allegedly be getting these finales for, like, Delilah and possibly The Oval if they decide to spill it over into May. Let's see. That's going to be the week of the 9th, the week of the 16th. It's going to be dry as hell. But I'm not concerned because, like I said, eBay, I've been making more money on that than on YouTube for the past few months. Like YouTube, I'm still doing well, but the boom of Pokemon cards and whatnot has been incredible. And since I've had a big collection, I've been collecting for years. I got back into the collecting game about 3 years ago. I've been able to come up with money to pay bills and whatnot, and it's glorious. But I just wanted to keep you all updated on the fact that next month things might flow differently on the channel. I might not upload as much because there isn't content to cover. Yes, I'm aware there are various other shows to watch and everything, but I gotta make money moves, especially with the whole house situation. And it is a new week. I'm probably going to contact my contact at Beacon just to kind of do follow up, from last week. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So just to do a quick recap. Based off my calculations in regards to The Oval and Ruthless, I want to put those in the same bunch because obviously those 2 shows are companion shows. Those shows may be coming to their mid-season finales for season 2 during the final week of April. The Oval on April 27th and Ruthless on April 29th. When it comes to Sisters, again, that show is gone for the time being, with it returning for season 3 on June 9th. Delilah, I'm a bit confused about what their plan is for this show. Allegedly, season 1 is only 8 episodes long. Episode 4 is the mid-season finale, which, remember, has not aired yet. It will be airing on the 6th of April, which is tomorrow at the time of the recording of this video. With it being only 8 episodes long, I am unclear if OWN is going to air all 8 episodes, or basically back to back minus the break we had last week, or if they're just going to stop at episode 4 and then come back maybe sometime in May or June. And if they decide to air all 8 episodes, then the finale should be around May the 4th, May 25th through July 13th. You know what? That is kind of ironic because The Haves and the Have-Nots has 8 episodes and Delilah has 8 episodes. Interesting. But basically, I'm going to assume that they'll just air all 8 episodes of the Haves and Have-Nots, without any breaks. So if that is the case, May 25th, that's going to be the episode 1, and then episode 8, which is the grand finale, July 13th. And Bruh is allegedly coming back sometime in May, but I don't have a solid date on that yet. And even when Bruh comes out, remember, they're only 21-minute episodes, so it's not like the biggest show to review, but I enjoy watching it. So that's about it, guys. Just want to keep you in the loop of what's going on. And with that being said, maybe, just maybe, I might bring back my Have and Have Not rewatch, where I just, watch old episodes and do reviews on them. Basically, those episodes where I wasn't doing YouTube at the time, so they are the old school fashion of doing Twitter and blogging. So it's cool to like go back and watch those episodes from back in the day, but then give them that special touch of how I review things now. So I know this video was kind of long, but this was a good one just to kind of sit back and just talk about the status of where we are with these shows. But as always, thanks so much for tuning in. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.